Okay, our next major battle in the Second Punic War is Lake Trasimene. Trasimene, something like that. 217 BC. So we're going to learn about this ambush battle to understand its significance, why it's important, to learn some strategic thinking skills. Apennines, the mountain range that runs down the middle of Italy. Consular, infection, you know what these means. You ravage the land, you burn, destroy, steal things, plunder, provoke. We're constantly having a look before you go march into a place. We're constantly rash. In this sense, rash is doing things without thinking, doing things without planning for it, acting rashly. Flaminius is a Roman consul. Ambush, homo novus. Flaminius was a homo novus. Scapegoat, somebody you pick to blame for something. Politics. So, winter, 218, 217 BC. Having won at the Trebia, Hannibal and his army spend the winter up in the Po Valley, resting, recovering, and basically passing the time, waiting for the campaigning season coming the next spring. According to the sources, they don't have a particularly happy time over here. They have to camp out. So, food's a bit short, etc., etc. But anyway, they pass the winter in the Po Valley, and they leave. They have to. Hannibal's playing. He goes, I can't stay put in the Po Valley. If I'm going to defeat Rome, I've got to march south into more Roman territory and beat more Romans. So he sets off from the Po Valley. Now he can either go this way or this way. Because he can't go here. Here's the Apennine, a range of high mountains. He's got to cross. The Romans know this. They put one consular army here and one consular army here to block him no matter which way he goes. And Hannibal decides to cross the Apennines and go into what's called Etruria near Rome, what's today called Tuscany. Now Hannibal knows the Romans are waiting for him, so he decides to cross the mountains in a place the Romans aren't expecting, to come out on the other side of the Apennines in the swampy Arno marshes. So he's going to lead this huge army of his, be up to 40 odd thousand men by this point, through this marsh. It's terrible, it's muddy, it's sticky, there's diseases. It's a 14-day march, I believe, or 3-day march. And at the end of it, Hannibal's lost a sight in one of his eyes. He's been blinded by an insect bite. But now he is now in Etruria, Roman territory. And now he needs to make the Romans fight him. So he starts ravaging the place, meaning smashing the crops, burning down, laying waste, stealing things, killing people. He's trying to provoke Flaminius. What we'll do, we'll look in the lessons. We'll look at the Polybius' source on this. Polybius has a lot to say about this particular Roman consul. On this side of the Apennines, the consular army is led by a general called Flaminius. He's a statue. He was in the comic. And he is said to be enraged by Hannibal's attacks and acting rashly, attacking him without thinking. Now, I'm not sure this is entirely fair myself. Surely any Roman consul would have acted in the same way. You can't allow your allies to be destroyed by an enemy, because then why would they be your allies anymore? He's got to act. Anyway, Flaminius said to act rashly. He's blamed for a lot of all this, is Flaminius. Partly because he's a homo novus, a new man. He's not from one of the old, powerful consular families, one of the equestrian order. He's one of the new men. And therefore, once he's dead, he's got no one to defend his reputation. So Hannibal's marching around, and he comes across Lake Trasimene. He knows Flaminius with a consular army, 25,000 men behind him, and he's looking for a place to fight him. And he said this is the right place. He notices as you go past the lake, there's mountains here, then a little sort of flat plain, mountains here, and at dawn, mist rises off the lake and covers this whole area. right, here's the place. So he marches through, builds his camp, puts a force here, and then at night he sends his light troops here, his Gauls here, his cavalry here. They hide on the other side of the mountaintops and the hilltops, out of sight. And now Hannibal has set his trap. The next morning, as the Romans march through this valley, this defile, without doing reconnaissance first, they start attacking this part of Hannibal's force, thinking it's Hannibal's rear guard. At that point, the signal's given, and all these troops charge down the hillside and smash into the Roman force. It's an ambush on a grand scale. The Roman army is stuck in line of march, no chance to fight back, no chance to get formation. It's misty, it's confused, they are massacred. One of the Roman forces does manage to get out. They manage to smash their way through here, but they are later rounded up themselves. By the time the battle's finished, about 15,000 Romans are dead. Another 5,000 have been captured. If they're Romans, they're executed. If they're non-Romans, they're sent home. Well, Hannibal was sending a message to everybody: I'm not here to kill Italians, I'm here to destroy Rome. So that's the version of the battle. During the battle, Flaminius himself is killed. He's killed by an Insubre called Docarius, according to Livy. The Insubres are the enemies of the Romans. Flaminius had led an earlier war against them, and he's cut down. There are less flattering versions of the death of Flaminius, but let's go with that one. By the time the battle's finished, the lake runs red with Roman blood by all accounts. Hannibal looks for the body of Flaminius, give him a burial, but he can't find him, possibly because the Gauls are headhunters, those are the headless corpse. And the ones who escaped, well, they get captured. Like I said, the Romans are executed or enslaved, and the Italians are set free.